from the paintballs splatting from the sky and on ground as we're here at Paintball Arena. Welcome everyone to Marble Clash Competition Season 2. We have 16 teams that have qualified, and we're going to be seeing how these teams are going to do throughout 16 events. As we're going to be starting with our first event, shooting. You've seen this event in the qualifiers, and all the teams had to do is try to shoot their team member as far as possible. As we see the royalty painters and their children excited to see how the teams are going to do. As we're taking a look at this example run to see how the teams will do. So there will be a shooter and a striker, and the shooter will be traversing down the course, and they will be shooting their striker and trying to gain as most distance as possible. So with that, our hosts, the Paintballers, are going to be starting us off with Splat the shooter and Pellet the striker. And they are off. The season has started. As we take a look at Splat as they're traversing down, and here comes Pellet. And it looks like they nearly reached that 80 mark, but they just came out a bit short. But I was saying that's a pretty decent start for the first event. Splat taking their time, and here comes Pellet. They were going pretty well as they're going on carpet. And it looks like we'll be starting off with a 79.3. This will give out a first place start, or the starting of this event for the Paintballers. Now let's move on to Mustard Army with Spices the reserve and Grainy the striker. Mustard Army, they got a bit of a late start there coming out. And here they come, and they shoot! Ooh, and it looks like it's just a bit short of the Paintballers' distance. So it looks like they're not going to be the ones to take the lead for the event, for now. Let's see. I think Spice was going a bit slow. Grainy, I think they took a bit hard from that landing on the carpet, which slowed them down a bit. And at 73.6, that's going to put them in second. It looks like they didn't do better from what they did in the qualifiers. Maybe because as you can realize that the traversing course is a lot different than it is. So yeah. Anyways, right now we're looking at the Poseidons. They got a late start there. Here comes Tsunami, who's the shooter, and they're shooting at Atlantic, who's the striker. And I don't think they reached the Paintballers' distance. But I would say that's a pretty average run so far from the Poseidons. Coming in third place in Season 1. They want to improve themselves again. And they weren't able to get themselves an improvement. 77.5. They are going to be sitting in second. Just in between the first three runs. And that was one of the teams that has made it into the main tournament for the first time. The Seashell Sightseers. Clam, who's the shooter, and Oyster is the striker. Let's see how Clam will do. And here goes Oyster. Oh, that is a really good run there by Oyster and Clam for the Seashell Sightseers. Clam gaining themselves a bit of speed there. They want to traverse down as quickly as they can. But Oyster got a good leap and nice landing there. And slowed down a bit, but that's still really good. 84.9. They have now taken the lead. Nicely done by them. Now Zavon to the Lightning Pirates with Storm the shooter and Anchor the striker. Lightning Pirates, the rebranded team from Shock Current. As we're seeing right now, here comes Storm, and they're about to shoot Anchor. Ooh, they nearly reached the 80 mark, but I don't know if they actually reached it. I couldn't really tell from that angle. But I believe they might have, I think. But we'll tell what the officials say, what they get from the score. But I would say it was actually a pretty good run. And what is their distance? Oh, they did reach the 80 mark. 80.1. That's going to put them in second place. That's pretty good. And here comes another new team that joined in on the main tournament. Frenzy Fireworks, who's also known as the Constellation Clash's Season 1 champions. As we're seeing from Flare, who's traversing down, and they're about to shoot Sparkler. And they shoot. And they just came out a bit short there. Not able to go anywhere close. I believe that might be somewhere near second to last, I think. Yeah, I think so. Flare took a bit of slow speed when they came down the hole and coming out of it. 77.4 there, putting it now in second to last in 5th place. We only have 7. Now we move on to run number 7. Chocolate bananas with Ripe and Bonbon. Let's see how they'll do. And off they go. Down they go. Trying to keep up with the speed there. And here comes Bonbon. Ooh. Not able to reach the 80, but still another average run, I believe. Was still pretty good there. Ripe. I think they nearly stalled out there. Well, kind of. I couldn't really tell from there. And here goes Bonbon with that shooting. And where did they land on? 77.5. They sit in 4th or... Oh, wait. I think they tied with another team. It looks like the officials are saying that they tied with the Poseidons. It looks like the officials are going to have to check to see who is actually going to win that tie. I guess we'll find out soon. But anyways, here comes the Shining Stars with Pavo and Aries. And that's actually nicely decent run. I believe they might also reach the 80. Couldn't tell from that really bad angle again there. But I would say that's still pretty good. Pavo taking a really nice detour throughout the course. And Aries gained themselves a good shot. 80.2! That's barely beating out the Lightning Pirates, and they will be sitting in 2nd. And it looks like the officials are saying that the Chocolate Bananas got a better result because they were the quickest throughout the course. So it looks like they will be sitting in 5th, while Poseidons will fall down to 6th. And also the Seashell Sightseers are currently in the lead so far, as we're now halfway, as we're going to be moving on to the Malachite Mantises. Praying, taking their time throughout the course. Here comes Orchid as they shoot. Ooh, looks like they didn't reach the 80 mark there. I think so. Yeah, they only reached around the 79. But I would say, that was still pretty good there. Praying really took their time there a bit. Orchid wasn't able to get a bit much further distance on carpet. And it says, again, another word from the officials is they forgot to take a screenshot of where the Malachite Mantis landed. But they do have the result of 79.2. That's going to put them below the average results in the placements. Alright, anyways. Let's move on to the Kelvin Cosmos, another new team. As we move on with Freeze, as they are being the shooter. Here comes Shiver as the striker. Ooh, that was actually another good run. That's past the 80 mark. But is that enough to beat the Seashell Sightseers, though? It's going to be pretty tough to see. But let's have a look. As we see Shiver taking a shot. Is that enough, though? It is! 85 flat! They beat the Seashell Sightseers just barely. And now they have taken the #1 spot. Nicely done by the Kelvin Cosmos. Alright, here comes the Ramen Bombshells with noodles and spaghetti. Why are they taking their time? They took so much time there. But anyways, here they come. And... oh my! Wow, that is... wow, oh my god. That's way more farther than I expected. Spaghetti really took the great shot there. With the help from Noodles. That has nearly reached that 90 mark. Wow, 89.6. Ramen Bombshells now have taken the P1 spot away from Kelvin Cosmos. That lead did not last long for them. Now, let's move on to Team Clear with Lucid, the reserve, and Limpid, the striker. Here they come. Team Clear drop down. Still going. Here comes Limpid as the shot. And that's past the 80 mark. That's pretty good. It looks like they got around to that 82 mark. I would say that's pretty good, nonetheless. Team Clear really took their time there. And here comes Limpid. That was a great shot. A very great shot. 83.3. It was more than the 82 than I thought. But they would just barely miss out on the podium as they will be sitting in 4th. Now, here comes our Season 1 defending champions, Team Acid, with Alkali the shooter and Chemical the striker. Can they do well here as they shoot? Oh my! Would you look at that from Team Acid? Did they actually reach that 90 mark? I couldn't really tell. Actually, I couldn't really tell for any of those because of really bad angles, but that was still an amazing run from Team Acid. I believe that might have actually reached the 90 mark. I'm gonna have to check the scorings, and 90.5! Team Acid has taken P1. They'll be one of the strongest contenders here. Now we move on to the Monochromes with Gray and Silver. And the Monochromes, they did the worst so far in the qualifiers. They really want to be able to get a better result than what they did. And I would say that's slightly better, but I don't think it's going to be beat out the rest of the other teams though. But I would say that's a pretty low decent run. So far everyone has managed to pass the 70 mark. But that was still pretty okay for the Monochromes. However though, 76 Splat is not going to do it as they're going to be sitting in second to last in 13th. I believe they're only beating Mustard Army, I believe. Alright, 2 more teams left to go. Can any of them beat Team Acid as we're looking at Guardian Squad? With Plant and Flower. Here they come, and wait a minute! No way! Did they actually beat Team Acid there? They reached the 90 mark. Yeah, I think they did. No way, from Guardian Squad. Look at Plant taking good speed, and here comes Flower. Going up high and slowing down near the end there. And yes, they did! 91.1! Guardian Squad has stolen the lead! With one more team left to go, and here comes the Aliens. Can they beat Guardian Squad with that 91.1 though? Will they be able to do it for the Aliens? And here they are shot, and it looks like they cannot do it. So it looks like Guardian Squad is going to be the winners of the first event of the second season. As we look at Aliens right now, as they were pretty slow there. Goop didn't really get a good shot there as they slowed down a bit too much there. And it looks like 77.6, that's only good enough for 11th. And that brings us to the end of the event. Congratulations to Plant and Flower representing Guardian Squad, as they are the gold medalists in the first event of Marble Clash Competition Season 2. Congrats to Alkali and Chemical for taking the silver. Noodles and Spaghetti finish off the podium with the bronze. And this is how we're going to start with our first event of the games. Guardian Squad will be taking the first ever lead of the standings over Team Acid and the Ramen Bombshells. Coming up next time will be the second event of Season 2, which is the Paint Park Course. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a great start to the second season. I can't wait to see how the rest of the event turns out. Thanks for watching everyone, and see you next time.